Hey viewers, it's Kara, and this is Monday. I know you're seeing me on all the days but Tuesday recently. So what happened was I switched days with Kyle this week because he had a last-minute emergency come up, and he's actually just going to make his video tomorrow, and it was too last minute to ask a sub, so he just gave me a ring, and I have a little bit of time to do it. So, excuse me, there's dust in here. I'm in the shed in my backyard, which is one of the coolest, most magical places on our property, I think, because all of my mom's stuff is in here. So this week's topic is how we protect ourselves. Just being here makes me feel really safe, so I decided to do it out here. So this has to be fairly quick because I'm on my way to go see Iron Man 2 with my little brother, so let's go. First and foremost, how I protect myself. My number one protection symbol has always been and always will be the pentacle, which I wear this one all the time. You've seen it a million times, and I have a couple other ones. I have one now actually that has the goddess symbol in the middle. I haven't worn that one yet because I want to get it on a better chain, but I have tons of pentacle symbolism, and I've always viewed the pentacle as a symbol of protection because it has the 5 points of the pentagram for all of the elements, and then the circle around it bringing everything together. And I think the symbol of a circle for protection makes sense because circles are, first of all, ongoing and eternal, and they represent unity, and probably the best thing about them protection-wise is that there is no point on a circle or in a sphere that is weaker than the rest. So it's a very strong symbol. So the pentacle has always been a very protective, empowering symbol, and I will always view that as my number one means of protection. Just slap a pentacle on there and know what it stands for kind of thing, and I just automatically feel better. And number two way that I protect myself daily is just by shielding and having a really good grasp of sort of how to protect myself shield-wise, energy-wise, auric-wise. And because you all know that's a huge deal for me. So one of the things that I always do is I always make sure that my aura and my general energy field are clear and strong, and I practice shielding, which basically means that I just work on being able to mentally visualize a shield going up around me whenever I need it. So really, I guess you can use shielding as preventative magic, as in like making sure that no harm will come to something before it does, like protecting an object ahead of time to prevent anything from harming it. But I also use shielding as defensive magic, where if I were to have a problem arise abruptly, I could use shielding just in the spur of the moment to protect myself. Generally, it goes back to the circle, the whole magic circle thing. The way I shield is just by envisioning circles of light, literally just like circling around me, and that all coalesces into like a shield. It's essentially the same thing as if I were to cast a magic circle, except it follows me. It's raining outside right now. Which brings me to another point, a way to make sure your aura is clear and able to be used for protection is to frequently cleanse it. And one of the ways that I like to do that is by standing outside in the rain, so I might actually do that right after this. And there is one thing that I've done ever since I was a little girl that I use to protect myself, which is essentially the same thing. I envision my shield and things like that, but I have like a little spell that I made up when I was really young that I always say, and you've probably heard me talk about this before, and I'm still not going to tell you what it is. If there's anything in my practice that will remain a secret that I will only pass on to my friends that I use it with or my children, it is this. And I don't know why. I just feel like it's incredibly important to keep this one thing to me rather than telling it to everyone else. But I recommend doing something similar. Come up with a mantra or just basically a chant or a spell of some sort, or just a saying that screams protection to you. And just like whenever you say it, whenever you repeat it, you just immediately feel safe and empowered and protected. And literally just repeat that whenever you feel nervous or whenever you feel uneasy or anything like that. Just come up with something that you can say over and over, or something that you can do. So have a trigger that you can use at any point in time. As soon as you don't feel safe, just use it. Maureen suggested this topic just as how we protect ourselves. So there are a million other ways that you can have protection. I mean, like, you can make specific incense or oils for protection and just wear oils of like herbs that are known for protection use and things like that. But I don't do that as much. If I do, it's like sage. I smudge my room with sage for protection. I actually have a spray bottle and a regular bottle of holy water that I do use to bless my room. That's left over from my Catholic background and my mother being a minister and things like that, but I really do believe in holy water's use for protection and blessing, so I do that. But most of the time, it's just shielding for me, so by no means is that all the ways to protect yourself, but that's how I do it, and since that was the topic, I feel like that covers it. So I've got to run. I'm really sorry this had to be rushed, but I had to get it up there before I have to leave, and I wanted to fill in for Kyle. So you'll see Kyle tomorrow on my normal day with how he protects himself, and then I will see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you for watching, and blessed be.